World Series 2016 Game 7, what time, channel is Chicago Cubs vs Cleveland Indians, November 2nd, 16? Live stream, watch online. The Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians meet in the deciding Game 7 of the 2016 World Series at Progressive Field in Cleveland on Wednesday, November 2nd, 2016. The Cubs are trying to win their first championship since 1908. The Indians, meanwhile, haven't won a title since 1948. Here's what you need to know. Who? Chicago Cubs vs Cleveland Indians. What? Game 7, 2016 World Series. When? Wednesday, November 2nd, 2016. Where? Progressive Field, Cleveland. Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. TV, Fox. Live stream, Fox Sports Go. Starting pitchers. Cubs, Kyle Hendricks, 1-1, 1.31. Indians, Corey Kluber, 4-1, 0.89. One thing is certain: Wednesday night, the Chicago Cubs or Cleveland Indians will finally end a long championship drought. Much harder to predict is the player most likely to win World Series MVP honors. After a back-and-forth struggle that's now gone the distance, both teams have several legitimate contenders heading into Game 7. Whoever takes home the trophy will become the first winner in franchise history. Rarely have so many candidates stood out at once. Arizona Diamondbacks pitchers Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling shared the 2001 award, exactly 2 decades after a trio of Los Angeles Dodgers split the prize: Ron Cey, Pedro Guerrero, and Steve Yeager. Perhaps CO MVPs are a possibility again. That's what happened in the NL Championship Series last month, when Cubs teammates Javier Baez and Jon Lester were both selected. Here's a look at 12 players who could join a list of October royalty that includes Hall of Famers from Frank Robinson and Johnny Bench to lesser-known surprises like Pat Borders and David Eckstein. ____. Corey Kluber. If there's a favorite going into Game 7, it's probably the Cleveland A's. Kluber is 2-0 with a 0.75 ERA and can become the first pitcher to win 3 World Series starts since 1968 MVP Mickey Lolick for Detroit. Set to make his second consecutive start on only 3 days rest, the 2014 AL Cy Young Award winner has struck out 15 and walked 1 in 12 innings. If he throws another gem and the Indians win, Kluber is a lock. If he falters, the field is wide open. Anthony Rizzo. After a slow start, Rizzo has come on late in the series and is a big reason the Cubs have won 2 in a row. The first baseman is batting .364 with 6 runs, 4 RBIs and 3 doubles. He had 3 hits in Game 6, including a 2-run homer. Another big night at the plate could win it for Rizzo. Francisco Lindor. Just like Rizzo, the Indians' young shortstop is 8 for 22 in the series. He's also walked 3 times, stolen a base and knocked in 2 runs. Aroldis Chapman. The hard-throwing Cubs closer has taken on an expanded role with his team facing elimination. Chapman had not entered in the 7th inning since 2012 before doing it in Games 5 and 6. He pitched the career-high 2 2/3 innings Sunday night to save a 3-2 win that sent the series back to Cleveland. Then he got 4 outs in Game 6 before exiting in the 9th with Chicago comfortably ahead. He has a 1.42 ERA and 9 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings and has thrown 62 pitches in 3 days. But he said he's 100% ready for Game 7. Jason Kipnis. After growing up a die-hard Cubs fan outside Chicago, the Cleveland second baseman has been a major thorn in their side. Kipnis is hitting .308 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs, and 5 runs. Jake Arrieta. The 2015 NL Cy Young Award winner had a spotty postseason history until this World Series. He is 2-0 with a 2.38 ERA in 2 road starts, pulling the Cubs even both times. He took a no-hitter into the 6th inning of Game 2 and was handed a large lead early in Game 6. He has allowed 5 hits and struck out 15 in 11 1/3 innings and said he'll be available out of the bullpen in Game 7 if needed. Cody Allen. While bullpen mate Andrew Miller has garnered much of the attention this postseason, Allen has been even more dominant during the World Series. Cleveland's closer has racked up 10 strikeouts and a save in 4 scoreless innings. If the game is close tonight, expect to see Allen on the mound in a high-leverage situation. Ben Zobrist. After helping Kansas City to a title last year, Zobrist is having another strong series, this time for the Cubs. He is hitting .391 with 4 runs, 3 walks, and 2 extra base hits. Andrew Miller. Not to be forgotten is Miller, the ALCS MVP and perhaps the biggest single reason behind Cleveland's postseason run. The 6'7" lefty is 1-0 with a 1.69 ERA and 8 strikeouts in 5 1/3 innings during the series. He pitched in 3 of the first 4 games but has sat out the past 2. That means Miller will be well rested for Game 7 and could be called on by the middle innings for a particularly long outing. Kyle Hendricks. A great performance in his Game 7 start for Chicago could conceivably make Hendricks the MVP. The right-hander, who led the majors with a 2.13 ERA this season, pitched 4 1/3 scoreless innings for a no decision in Game 3. He came up huge in Game 6 of the NLCS, beating Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers 5-0 to give the Cubs their first pennant since 1945.